Is Goer's going to be first up yet again? Man, out here was Blue Chimera versus Damocles, man. Is going to get hit with a root immediately. Reflect up is going to be a stun totem as Goer is just going to wind striker from afar. Not Axos, but the it might as well be an Axos, honestly. Stormbolt does connect. Actually, I think it'd be kind of cool if Warriors had like a Stormbolt if they have a mace. Axos if they have an axe. I don't know, and maybe like some kind of like a name for the sword if they have a sword or something. Maybe like a pin down with a spear or takedown or something. Was that the ability back in the day the Warriors had as a stun? Proper takedown or something. Cataclysm, I think it was. Maybe also in Wrath, but wouldn't even know, honestly. Stormbolt does connect. Damocles trying to see if he can close the gap. Does get knocked back for a second. That is going to be Goer just doing for range hits, man. He just building up a lot of that Maelstrom. Frost shocking him from afar. He just doesn't really need to get over there with Damocles at all. He just needs to keep him at bay. Damocles, however, unless Goer's got some cooldowns, I don't think Damocles is going to go anywhere. So I feel like it's going to come down for a cooldown game. Warriors have quite a decent bit of healing. Not even have to play Fury. And you can actually kind of live some damage that goes out at you as long as it's not like super overwhelming and just the entire time trucks you all the way. Like he could deal with a little bit of this burst goes. You know what I mean? Knockback does not send him flying, but the stun totem does connect. Sunder right after. This gives Goer an opportunity to spend some of that Maelstrom. Big Tempest to follow. It's going to be a big demolish. Has to cancel. It does. It's going to be a leap out for Guerreros. Is going to go for a wall here. For Damocles, potentially a parry situation. Because he's going to take a decent bit of damage. He's got him some consistency when he's next to Guerreros, but it just there's only so much you can do. Is going to go for a leap away. Try to see if he can get himself a full reset. Hold on a second. Root around the corner. He does hit the totem, but as long as he doesn't take any direct damage, this way you got to make sure you got a flame shock on the guy, so at least he takes damage. Does go for double charge. One of those being knocked away with a thunderstorm is going to be able to stay on Goer's. That is a bulwark totem, so hold on. Goer's is actually, when you think about it, burning through a decent bit of his cooldowns. It's actually burning through quite a bit. Damocles had himself a parry. He's still got plenty of that self-heal. He's got himself Demolish coming up. Stun, Trinket available for Goer's. If you can take down that totem, will not be able to full ascend right now. This could be pretty rough. Goer's getting hit with the Disarm. Could not move the totem last second, but it's going to be in a bit of a rough spot. Parry up right now for Damocles. Goer's, can you go for Wind Strikes or is it going to be parried? Because technically should be coded as a Storm Strike. And that would be parried, even though it's from a range, isn't it? Or am I wrong about that? Fear out onto Goer's does go for a quick Trinket. Damocles actually got himself a decent bit of damage. Still got Avatar Rocket. If Goer's isn't careful, Damocles could potentially build up a decent bit of damage. Lightning bolts are flying out. Try to see if he kind of disconnect away from Damocles, cutting him out. Then it's going to be one execute. Does he have another one? Needs another one. One more execute. Mortal Strike may do it. Rooted him for a second. It's going to go for Healing Surges just to get himself a bit of recovery. Damocles got himself the full stun Colossus combo. If he can somehow leap, he uses leap defensively. That could put him in a bad spot. All four wolves are rushing at you. Stunner on the corner. That could be really rough. Let's go ahead and have enough damage. Damocles so low. Do you have any healing? Shockwave for a second. Picking up a heal last moment. Stun right after. Do you go offensive? I think you just got to commit some damage. I don't think he can escape him. He's going to try to. He's definitely going to give it a solid college try at it. I don't know if you got any more healing or anything available. Reflect for just a quick second. Roar is in play. You could go for a Demolish. That's all he's going to go for is a Demolish right after. Just not enough damage to put Goer's in a rough one. And Goer's, he's just going to commit the rest of the damage to take it down the Warrior Damocles. Well done, well done. He takes one. And Leo trying to give him that honorable match. Ooh. I like that. The honorable duel. Goer's does go in, start to zap him up. This is going to be full blind. He doesn't have a trinket. So honestly, if Goer's just goes down here, I don't think there's much he could do. Walling us off while Leo disconnects a little bit of his cooldowns. He doesn't send everything. He uses a pillar, but he doesn't send in his riders or anything. He just gets procs of riders for free. Grip, there goes a full set of riders, got him some full burst. Goer's does have a send, but there's just not much you can do defensively as Leo is going to end up taking it, trying to go into Eloise immediately because it looks like Elo is going to be up next. Fear on the riders as well as Leo does Zerker. Eloise with the immunity, but it might not be enough. Just absolutely cleave him down, taking the momentum of the riders from the Shaman onto the Demon Hunter, taking him out right then and there with Rick going to be up next. 21% dampening. Last time Leo fought Rick, it was a rough match, man. It was a lot of running, a lot of kiting. Is going to go for a pre-AMS here. He's definitely going to have to get a Dark Sim. I don't know where you could Dark Sim off of him. I have no idea what you Dark Simmed off of the guy. Maybe you could Dark Sim like Demon Doggos or something? Puppy dogs? Candle Gul'dan, get you some more imps of your own. I'm sure this Candle Gul'dan is just gonna be like just the actual damage of Candle Gul'dan, but no imps or any pets that you summon, right? Although that would be cool. That actually would be cool, actually. It's gonna be Rick trying to see if he can lock it down for a second. Trick it to follow. Leo got himself a lot of damage potential. Does he go for Zerker, for a Dark Sim? I think he has to. I think he has to, man. He does go for Dark Sim. And Rick trying to be very, very careful. Silence right after. The whatever spell you send at him right now is what he's gonna get out of it. I don't know what you would have sent at him. Trying to go for a fear. Hopefully that wasn't the ability that was Dark Simmed. That would be the worst. Leo does get himself a little bit of death strikes off of those pets. At least he's able to stabilize a little. That is going to be tiring. However, as long as the demon dogs are not in play, he might actually be kind of okay. Maybe. Well, hold on. No, demon dogs are in play. Never mind. He might be actually in a bit of trouble. He can't grip for a second. That nether ward is going to be a little bit tough, as it's going to reflect all the damage back to him. It's going to summon up a ghoul. May need to sacrifice it. Maybe look at it potentially. He did use Dark Sim. I just don't know what he's going to get out of Dark Sim. Yeah, I don't really know what he would get out of Dark Sim. Rick did end up kind of holding on, just trying to make sure he doesn't give him any spells whatsoever. Dark Sim is back in play. You do have a death pack. You do have AMS. Maybe you can pick up like a Mortal Coil. Try to go for a lockdown stun. Do you have enough damage? Leo just doesn't have enough to work with here. Silence, AMS, death pack for a second. Wait, no way, Rick, did you just die here? No shot, you just died. Demon Bolt, he stole Demon Bolt, and he actually does bring it back. There's just no shot. I honestly thought Leo was out. I thought he was the lights. I thought it was curtains. I heard the bell ring. Leo just walking at him. I ain't hear no bell. I ain't hear no bell. Get back in here. Get over here. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love the gusto on that guy. My God. I honestly thought it was over. I thought it was done with. Big DFA. Blush get into immune that Mortal Coil, which is massive wall off for Cobra. Blush has himself an evasion. Could use that just to damage ER. Manage ER evasion might be the play. Oh, I don't know if you have enough health. Shadow Meld. I don't know if you can heal. Smoke Bomb. Try to break away out of there. Butterfell. Avoided the pets. Oh, got himself a bit of sippy. Oh, the Overlord is not going to feel good. Oh, right down the middle of your spine. Oh, I ain't going to be able to walk that one off. Ever. Oh my God. Cobra is going to be able to get some dots out of Toxic. Trinket Shadow Step. But I don't know why it's a Mortal Coil. I think it's over for Cobra. Yeah, Toxic just ends up sending a bit of damage to him with a Kingsbane and everything. It's going to be down to Toxic to potentially take down Mistakes as well as Rifty. I love how Rifty has not got a chance to play here at all, by the way. Big deep breath out for Mistakes. He's playing that Scale Commander. So you should be maybe okay. Definitely needs to wall those damage as soon as possible. That is going to be a lot of hits. Full death mark. Everything is available. Triple bleeds. Big and Venom. Oh my God. Toxie. Toxie, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, dude? Man, Leo's always such a champ for sure. For sure. However, though, it could be Toxie's game, man. Toxie could potentially be the man in the spotlight here. Love my man Leo, but Toxie, this could be your chance. Does go for a Gouge cheap shot. Using Gouge as a stun versus Rifty is some work, by the way. It is some work right there. He's got himself a bit of that damage into a wall of water, using that for line of sight, trying to see if he can stay away from Rifty while he's burning down a little bit. Is going to be able to catch himself that reset behind the pillar. Shift in power, walking into it. Does he go for Garrote? Looks like he tried to go road or hit the images first. Maybe? Look like he walked next to him. Big damage on Toxie. Does go for a Kingsbane. Cold Blood. Wait a second. That is going to be cauterized. Rifty, if you ain't careful, that's going to be cauterized. Shadow Meld or... Yeah, no. Actually, it is Shadow Meld down for Toxie. And Rifty does go for the block before Cod procs. So now all Toxie needs to do is get past cauterize and you're okay. However, Rifty with a single setup and a Meteor could end it here into a full blink. Does go for a Garrote. That's chain CC. Step in as soon as he goes in for reverse blinks. It is massive. Separated for a second. Cannot reconnect the rogue under a bit of pressure. And it's going to be a lot of blades though. Rifty with a caught? Wait a second. I didn't realize Rifty caught that one. Whoa, Toxie. He actually did a lot of damage. Also, both him and Leo did well. I made sure to review that one back, see which one of these duels impressed me. That's going to be the title, more or less, and the thumbnail. But man, both of them play good, man. Bring it back for Team 1. You got to give him that. You got to give Team 1 and Toxie a chance, man. He brought it back.